What's up, everybody? Wingfield, what's up? McGovern, what's going on? Benjamin Patton, what's up, baby? You got some big news today. Big news. Okay, where's my remote? Hold on a second. There it is. Okay. Let me turn on ESPN. I'm over here watching the news. They're talking about prescribing, taking your kids to the doctor, and the doctor's going to prescribe that your kid's ass goes outside and plays. What the hell? Dwayne, what's up? I'm sorry, McGovern. I'm here by myself. It's a one-man operation right now. So welcome to Not Just Sports by Noel Epps. We have some big news today. I told you I'm going to try to give back to you guys. You guys give me a lot, so I'm going to try to give back. And I have something. I have a giveaway. I have something I can give back to you. You're going to earn it, though, but I got something for you. Okay? Please don't forget to like and share the page. We're good business owners. We have raw sports and current topics. Athletes, actors, rappers, singers. Hood celebrities. We have hood celebrities. The Long Island Red Devils are 4-0. The Long Island Red Devils are 4-0. Got a big game this weekend. Saturday, 8:30 p.m. at Caniac Park against the 4-0 Long Island Mercenary Pit Bulls. Big game this weekend at Caniac Park. Scheduled showtime Monday, 6 p.m., Wednesday, 6 p.m. Don't forget my brother's show is the Social Experiment. Not the Social Experiment. I'm getting everything wrong. I'm sorry. My brother's show is Chris Epps Presents. That's my brother's show, Chris Epps Presents. Okay? Also, don't forget www.bussamove.com. It's a party bus for kids. Party bus for kids. And let's not forget, my man Lavish Beauty. Let's talk about him real quick before we go on the bus and move. My man Lavish Beauty, the dudes from Riverhead. Lavish Beauty. They are looking for hair models from girls from, I believe they said 16 to 18. They're looking for hair models over there in Riverhead at Lavish Beauty. I posted it on my page. Check it out. If you're a 16 to 18-year-old, if you're a female who's interested in being a hair model, check out Lavish Beauty. We're getting a 3-on-3 tournament together. We need you again late September. I will call you if you are available. I'm always available for you, Dwayne. I'm always available for you. It's a no-brainer. I will make time for you. Okay? If you have any children, you gotta have a party. You gotta have a birthday party for them. So be the cool parent and be the smart parent. And book a party bus for your child at www.bussamove.com. They have 4 theme buses, like the activity bus, the glamour bus, the movie bus, and even a video game bus. That's right, www.bussamove.com. No mess, no cleanup, no distractions, no problems. Check out www.bussamove.com. The bus pulls up right in front of your house. The kids party on the bus while you are in the comfort of your own home, conversing with friends, drinking some wine, or even taking a nap. So go check out www.bussamove.com. You know, your baby's party while you can relax. www.bussamove.com. Only in New York. Only in New York. We got one more sponsor. we got to take care of, and then boom, I can give you the news. The great news that we're going to do with Not Just Sports by Noel Epps. Intercontinental Capital Group Incorporated is a direct lending mortgage bank. Shelby! Bring me my glasses, please! I need my glasses. I can't read shit. Intercontinental Capital Group Incorporated is a direct lending mortgage bank specializing in home financing for 1 to 4 family residential properties, condos, and co-ops. The Westbury, New York branch knows that life can be hectic, but they also know that your home financing does not have to be. Thank you so much. Your home financing does not have to be. ICG, Intercontinental Capital Group, is committed to the idea of simple. Simple terms, simple conditions, and simple payments. ICG achieves simplicity through the ability to educate their borrowers on the mortgage process. Intercontinental Capital Group Incorporated is even willing to have classes to teach groups the ins and outs of the mortgage and financing process. Intercontinental Capital Group Incorporated credo is building blocks. Building blocks to a better mortgage. This describes the stepping stones that Intercontinental Capital Group Incorporated will help you create a viable and sustainable future. Intercontinental Capital Group is on your team. ICG is friendly, and most of all, ICG is trustworthy. So let's stop renting and let's start owning. We know it's hard. Get help from Intercontinental Capital Group Incorporated. You can contact the branch manager, Stacy Saunders, at ICG Incorporated at 1400 Old Country Road at Suite 200A in Westbury, New York. Her office number is 516-723-6462. The cell phone number is 516-984-4324. The fax number is 516-706-4938. And the email is ssaunders@icghome.com. Hello. You took my car? Okay. Here we go. Big news. Big news. I'm going to say this more. I'm going to say this at the. I'm going to say it now. Then I'm going to say it again at 6:40. Then I'm going to say it again at 7:30, and I'm going to say it again at the end. Okay, so we have big news. Listen, we are going to have a contest with Not Just Sports by Noel Epps. And it's very simple. You don't have to put no money for it. All you have to do is put a little bit of time and some clicks. Okay? This is what you have to do to enter the contest. Okay, wait, let me tell you what the contest is first, and then I'm going to tell you how to enter the contest. The contest is, this goes for ladies and gentlemen. You must get all the division winners right in this year's NFL 2018-2019 season. You are going to pick all the division winners. So that means there's 8 teams. There's the AFC East, the AFC North, the AFC South, the AFC West, the NFC East, the NFC North, the NFC South, and the NFC West. John Drummond, my spiritual advisor, what's up? That's 8 teams. You must get all 8 teams right to win. The contest starts today. The contest starts today. What is the prize, you ask? It is a Not Just Sports prize package. So you're going to get a t-shirt. You're going to get a hat. And we're going to even throw in $50. $50. $50, a hat, and a t-shirt. If you're interested, this is what you have to do. You have to go to the inbox on my Instagram page or the inbox on my Facebook page. And before you do all that, what you need to do is follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. Follow my YouTube page. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. Follow my YouTube page. And like and share my Facebook page. That's all you have to do to enter. Once you have entered, okay, again, I have a social media guy. He's going to check all of this. Okay? Once you have entered, you then put your 8 teams down. It has to be perfect. You can't have 7 and have one who didn't make it. You have to have all 8 teams make it. What's up, Sal? Carter Jones, what's up? All 8 teams have to make it. Okay? All 8 teams. And if you get all 8 teams right, you will get a Not Just Sports prize package. A Not Just Sports prize package. Again, we're having a first Not Just Sports by Noel Epps contest. Everybody can play, men and women. All you have to do is follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. Like and share my Facebook page. And follow me on YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube station. Once you've done all of that, pick your 8 teams, and you have just entered the Not Just Sports by Noel Epps contest. You have just entered the Not Just Sports by Noel Epps contest. Now, you have to make sure you do all that, and then instant message me your picks. Don't tell me you entered the contest and I don't have your picks. Okay? I don't want to hear that shit. Again, you have to be 8-0. You can't be 7-1. 7-1 don't get it. 6-2 don't get it. You have to have all 8 picks right. And if you have all 8 picks right, you will win the Not Just Sports by Noel Epps prize package, which is a hat, a t-shirt, and $50. Okay, so this should be fun. We're starting this today. And we're going to week 3. Week 3 of the NFL season. So it gives you plenty of time to get your picks in. Starting right now, you got to make sure you follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, like and share on Facebook, and follow my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you've done all 4 of those things, you can now enter the Not Just Sports by Noel Epps contest. The contest is making sure that we pick all 8 teams who win their division in this year's NFL 2018-2019 season. You have to week 3 of the NFL season to join the contest. Dre Whittick, what's up? You have to week 3 to join the contest. Week 3. Okay? Let's get started. I will repeat this later for those who, we have some folks who have attention deficit. We have some folks, who just don't understand things. You got to hear things more than once. Hi, Pam. Hi, Pammy J. Blige. Boy, you should have saw Pam and her husband walk on the boat like they just won 2 Grammys. Oh, you should have saw them walk on the boat. But that's neither here nor there. Let's talk about some things. Let's talk about baseball, people. Let's talk about baseball real quick. Let's get this out the way. Because people, Stephen A. Smith, and let's shout out Stephen A. Smith. His father passed away. So let's give our condolences to Mr. Stephen A. Smith. Give our condolences to Mr. Stephen A. Smith. His dad passed away. But he brought up an interesting point the other day when the guy got plucked. And I wanted to talk about this then, but we wasn't on the air. But the guy got hit by a pitch because he has been on fire. Dude has been on fire. The young kid, this freaking computer ain't working. The kid from the Atlanta Braves. Shelby. I gotta get my executive producers on it. Shelby! Kid from the Atlanta Braves gets hit by a pitch thrown by the Miami Marlins pitcher. The kid from Atlanta has been on fire. He's where's your phone? He's hit three. He has 3 consecutive games where he's led off the games with home runs. So baseball, for those who don't know, baseball has this unspoken code that if you get too hot and hitting home runs, the pitcher takes it upon himself. I should say that. Sometimes the pitcher takes it upon himself, and sometimes the pitcher is ordered. Ask punching who is the leadoff hitter for the Atlanta Braves. Leadoff hitter for the Atlanta Braves. Sometimes he is ordered by the coach to hit the guy who's red hot. And he just takes it upon himself to throw a fastball 90-something miles per hour at this man. Atlanta Braves. It's my executive producer. James Simpson, Anthony Biondo, Brian Fleetwood, what's up? So he hits him. The bench is clear. Now, Stephen A. Smith brought up a very good point. Why is that the code? Like, people are paying to see this young man hit. They're not paying to see the pitcher throw the ball at him. So why is that the code? This is why baseball, he wants to say this is why baseball has its problems. But that's not true. This is why it has its problems with viewership. That's not true. I ain't asked for that. Here, let me handle this. Atlanta Braves leadoff hitter. Leadoff hitter. He wanted to say, okay, Atlanta Braves starting lineup. Okay, now it's not ESPN we want to go to. We want to go to that's his name, Ronald Acuna. Ronald Acuna. Now find out who hit Ronald Acuna with a pitch. Ronald Acuna is the young man that was hit by the pitcher from the Miami Marlins. Now, Ronald Acuna, for those who don't know, those who haven't been watching, he has been red hot. He's 19 years old. He has about 20 home runs, and he's only played in about 45 games. He's been lighting it up. He's the leadoff hitter. He's had 3 consecutive games where he's led off the game with a home run. Not a hit, but a home run. Who hit Ronald Acuna? Good question. There he is. Jose Urena. Okay, now we got it. Jose Urena was the pitcher that decided to throw a 90-mile-per-hour fastball at Ronald Acuna. Because Ronald Acuna's been hot as a piston. Now, Urena is a young pitcher. He's okay. And they want to say he leads the league in hit batters. He leads the majors in hit batters. So he's trying to say he lost control of the pitch. Hello, this was the first pitch of the game. The very first pitch of the game, he takes it and he throws it at Ronald Acuna. The bench is clear. Again, Stephen A. Smith wants to say this is baseball's problem. This is why baseball has a problem with viewership. This is why baseball audience is old. He said the baseball average audience is averages 62 years old, something like that. They don't appeal to the young eye. Precious, what's up? They don't appeal to the young eye. And that's not the problem, Stephen A. Smith. See, I don't like when Stephen A. Smith talks baseball. I love Stephen A. Smith. I don't like when Stephen A. Smith talks baseball. Because he doesn't know what he's talking about sometimes. Here's the problem with viewership in baseball. Baseball is a glorified home run derby. That's what baseball has become. There was a time when baseball was exciting. When I was a kid, it was a shit for me to sit in a room all day and watch a 9-inning game. As an adult, I can't do that until the playoffs start. Or big game is a big series is on, like the Mets or the Yankees, or the Yankees versus the Red Sox. Something big has to be on for me to sit home and watch a whole 9-inning game. Or I want to take a nap. If I take a nap, I'll wake up and now it's the 6th, 7th inning. It's hard to watch a baseball game today, and I'm going to tell you why. These guys, these coaches play totally different. Totally different. And baseball wants to change its rules because they play totally different. See, baseball has eliminated bunting and stealing. You don't see the leadoff hitter getting on base just so he can steal second base. That used to be exciting. Mickey Rivers, Ricky Henderson. Those players don't exist anymore. They don't exist anymore. There is no plays on the bags once a runner is on the bag. Because everybody's waiting for the three-run home run. That's how the Baltimore Orioles used to play when Earl Weaver was their manager. That's just how they played with Kenny Singleton and my man who played first base. I forget his name. It'll come to me. But that's how they used to play. Vince Coleman, Kenny Lofton. Those players don't exist anymore. That was exciting. That was exciting baseball when you saw, oh shit, Ricky Henderson's on. Oh shit, the fireworks are about to get on. The fireworks are about to start popping. And then Ricky Henderson would steal second, and then he was a threat to take third too. That was exciting baseball. Bunting was exciting. Let me tell you something. You mean to tell me that if they got a shift on, the second baseman is in short right field. The shortstop is at second base, and the third baseman is at shortstop. You mean to tell me if you bunt it down the line, you can't? My fat ass, if I bunt it down the third base line, my fat ass is making it to first base. Hell or high water. I'm making it to first base. They took that out the game. And do you know if the shift is on and you bunt it down the third base line, the pitcher gets mad and he wants to throw the ball at you? He gets mad because you bunted the ball. That's what you want to stop the shift? Start bunting. You want to stop the shift? Start bunting. But that's not how they play today. It's home run or nothing. So they get a guy on base. He stands there and waits for a goddamn home run. He stands there and waits for a home run. Are you kidding? That's how they play today. Don't forget Willie McGee. Willie McGee, yes, was taking second base on your ass. But do you know the importance? If you're really a baseball person, if you're really a baseball mind, the importance of a leadoff hitter who would steal second base? Do you understand the importance of it? I'm going to tell you the importance. If you get a leadoff hitter to get on base and steal second base, hello, you're out the double play. You stay out the double play. You can't turn the double play with a runner on second and nobody on first. You stay out the double play. That's why Ricky Henderson was so important. That's why Mickey Rivers was so important. Like, Mickey Rivers had like an average 275 lifetime, 280 lifetime hitter. That ain't great. But Mickey was a problem when you get on that goddamn base. That's why I tell even my softball team, when I was coaching the softball team, that's what drags the game out. That's what I tell my softball team. The most important stat in baseball is not home runs. It's not RBI. It's not even average. The most important stat in baseball is on base percentage. How often are you on base? Because you can't score unless you're on base. On base percentage is the most important stat in baseball. Look at baseball today. Look, I'll give an example. I'll give you a prime example. You got a pitcher from the Chicago Cubs named John Lester. John Lester is a pitcher from the Chicago Cubs. He has the yips. He cannot throw the ball to first base. He has the yips. If he throws it to first base, he's throwing it in the bleachers. It's crazy because he can pitch. He can still pitch, but he can't throw the ball to first base. He has the yips, and he has it bad. If he throws it to first base, he's throwing it in the bleachers. So as a player, as a coach, why wouldn't you get your guys on base and say, yo, listen, we're taking the biggest lead possible, and we're going to second base. And he knows it, the whole park knows it, and he can't do shit about it. This is the problem with baseball today. Baseball's a glorified home run derby. They play one station at a time. They get to first base. Okay, everybody wait. This is how the Yankees play. I don't watch baseball no more, but they did ban bunting. They didn't ban it. They didn't ban it. They did bunting. They did ban bunting and stealing bases, or they just don't do it. They just don't do it anymore. They didn't ban it. They just don't do it anymore. This is how the Yankees play. This is why it's hard to watch the Yankees. It's hard for me to watch the Yankees play the Chicago White Sox on a Thursday night. I ain't watching that shit. It's hard for me to watch it. I'll get it at the end or something like that. It's hard for me to watch it. But this is how the Yankees play. Brett Gardner is to do everything he can to get on base. He can get on base with bunt. He won't bunt. He'll walk, an error, or a base hit. He'll do everything he can to get on base. Now, once he gets on base, he ain't stealing shit. You know why he's not stealing? Because Judge is the number 2 hitter. So managers think like this: why risk getting him stolen? Why risk getting him thrown out at second base when Judge can possibly hit a home run and make this game 2-0? That's how they think. That's how they think. I left baseball when the Dominicans stopped wearing jerry curls. That's Kendall. That's Kendall talking this dumb shit. But that's what I'm talking about. Baseball is now station to station. They don't want guys risking getting thrown out at second base because they're all playing for the 2-3 run home run. That's what they're playing for. Listen, there used to be a time when your leadoff hitter was right-handed or left-handed, and your second hitter had to be left-handed. Had to be left-handed. Or he had to be a guy who could spray the ball all over the field. Or he had to be a guy who could bunt. That's what your second hitter used to be in baseball. A guy who could bunt, left-handed, where he could pull it to the right side, or a guy who could spray the ball all over the field. That don't happen today. That don't happen today. So he gets on base, he stands there, and he waits. Okay, and now double plays. I bet you if you look at the amount of double plays back when Ricky Henderson was playing compared to double plays today, I bet you through the roof. They're worried about stats instead of strategy. Yes, but the wrong stats. They're worried about home runs, RBIs. That's all they're worried about. They want to break. Listen to me. Listen to me, baseball. Okay? You're not breaking Barry Bonds' record. And then, yes, it's Barry Bonds' record. Let's not talk about no Babe Ruth. It's Barry Bonds' record. You'll call it what you want. Baseball invited steroids. Don't get it twisted. Baseball invited steroids. Baseball wanted steroids. Baseball celebrated steroids. So don't get it twisted. Yes, it's Barry Bonds' record. I don't think it's that, but I don't think it's that, but I do think baseball figured out no, not everyone can hit to all fields. Like 330 hitters, probably the top 7-10% players are shifted on as much as all others. And let me tell you something, Craig, okay? If you want to eliminate the shift in baseball, bunt. Bunt. That's how you eliminate this. Listen, they would throw at me every goddamn day because I'd be pushing it down that third base line all the time. There's no way they could cover it. You wouldn't shift on Ricky Henderson. Shift on Ricky Henderson. Shift on Vince Coleman. Vince Coleman was a half the hitter Ricky Henderson was. Shift on Ozzie Smith. Shift on Mickey Rivers. They'd make you pay for it. There was a hitter recently who bunted down the third base line and CC Sabathia threw a temper tantrum on the field. Precious Veronica, no doubt. I can spot them in a city street, clothes on and tight legging jeans, loafers, and mad parts of their hair. Salute. This nigga's stupid. And drilling corks in the bats. That's where baseball was exciting. You have hitters. You had a hitter like a guy like Jason Giambi. Jason Giambi, the shift is on because Jason Giambi, all they can do is pull a ball. All they can do is pull a ball. So baseball, if you want to make the sport exciting again, if you want to make the sport exciting, please. What is shifting? Shifting is when they take the third baseman, put him at shortstop, put the shortstop at second base, put the second baseman in short right field, and have the first baseman at his regular spot. So if it's a left-handed batter, everybody's shifted to the right side of the field. That's what the shift is. These guys will hit into it anyway. They will hit into it. So essentially, you have, and the center fielder's over there. So essentially, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys on one side of the field. There's nowhere to hit the ball. The third baseman's playing shortstop. They got double plays. Here's how double plays are being turned. You have a 6-5-3 double play. 6-5-3. Think of that for a second. Put everybody back in their regular spot. 6-5-3 double play. Now, those of you who don't understand what 6-5-3 is, every position has a number. Every position has a number. The pitcher's 1, the catcher's 2, first baseman's 3, second baseman's 4, the third baseman's 5, and the shortstop is 6. Left field is 7, center field is 8, right field is 9. Okay? So a double play is usually a 6-4-3 double play. So if you hear it on baseball, you watch a baseball game and they say, oh, they turned to 6-4-3 double play. That means your shortstop, took the ball, flipped it to the second baseman, threw it to the first baseman. 6-4-3 double play. Baseball now has a 6-5-3 double play. The shortstop's getting the ball on the on the other side of the field, flipping it to the third baseman who's covering second base, and then throwing it to the first baseman. Danny Ortiz, that sounds crazy, right? A 6-5-3 double play. That sounds crazy to us because we're 40 plus years old. Look at my girl Yone Branch throwing them Y's up. Yellow Nation, stand up. That's the Yellow Nation, Yone and Yam. Yone Branch, Yam Branch. She throwing them Y's up. So when you see them Y's, don't think it's a gang sign. It's the Yellow Nation. Yeah, so 6-5-3 sounds crazy. If you really think about it. The only way to get baseball to be exciting again is make it active. Make it active where young people want to see people moving. They want to see athleticism. They want to see attempts at scoring. That's what young people want to see. They don't want to see you hit a ball or walk to first base and then stand there and wait for somebody to make you go to second base. They don't want to see that. They don't want to see you hit a home run every 10 at-bats? They don't want to see you hit a home run every 10 at-bats. And every 10 at-bats is being nicer. So if you hit a home run every 10 at-bats, then you're a monster. I am too dark to be in Yellow Nation. Yes, you are, Huggy. Glad you know it. Picture Babe Ruth, who I'm sure got paid more so because of him hitting home runs than bunting for base hits. If they shifted on him, he'd be ordered to swing for the fences. Why? Because it sells. Okay? Craig, home runs not selling. Do you understand that Tampa Bay is empty? Go to. You don't have to go too far. Go to Shitty Field. Go to Shitty Field. That's not selling. They want to tell you the home run's selling. The home run is not selling. Yankee Stadium is not even sold out. Hello? Rob Valentin, you don't want to celebrate having half the DNA. Shut up, Kendall. The home run's not selling. They tell you the home run is selling. They tell you the home run's selling. It's not selling. This is why baseball has a problem with viewership. You can't believe everything they tell you, Craig. Baseball wants to tell you. You gonna sit here and tell me that you watch a Tampa Bay game? You watch a Tampa Bay game, Craig? Ain't nobody there. Or how about the Pittsburgh Pirates? Nobody's there, Craig. Nobody's there. Trust me. How about a Cleveland Indians game? And they're good. The Cleveland Indians are good. Nobody goes. Because nobody wants to see a bunch of grown men stand around and do nothing. They want to see athletes. Could you imagine basketball just shot free throws? You would just see LeBron just shoot free throws? How fun would that be? Viewership sucks because that shit is a sleeper until playoff time. That's what I just said. Like, to watch baseball today, you've had to be a baseball fan of old. When I say a baseball fan of old, you had to be around in the 70s, in the 80s. Okay? In the 90s is where the major leagues invited steroids into the game. So you had to know Vince Coleman, Ozzie Smith, Gary Templeton, Mickey Rivers, Kenny Lofton. You had to know those style of players. Ricky Henderson could hit home runs. Ricky Henderson didn't try to hit home runs. Ricky Henderson could hit home runs. And Ricky Henderson was funny because he would talk about himself in third person. He would go, well, when Ricky wants to hit a home run, Ricky tells Ricky that it's time to hit a home run. That's how Ricky Henderson used to talk, his country ass. Or just three-point shots, exactly. It's the same thing. That's a good example, D. Lee. That's a very good example. Even basketball is now a glorified three-point slam dunk contest. The mid-range game don't exist in basketball. They're either shooting threes or they're dunking. None of those teams, other than the Yankees, has a box office draw like a Slugger or a future Hall of Famer. Okay, I'm glad you said that. The Atlanta Braves has the kid Ronald Acuna. Atlanta Braves don't sell out. And this kid has been on fire, 19 years old. 19 years old. He's been on fire. When Giancarlo Stanton was in Miami, Miami wasn't selling out. I'm glad you said that, Craig, because I was waiting for you to walk into that trap. I lay traps down for you, and I wait for you to answer. Baseball fans are the most knowledgeable sports fans of any sports. Hands down, there are no casual fans talking shit they don't know. Let me tell you something. You know why? You know why that's the case, Kendall? Because baseball is big on their numbers. Like if you ask a baseball fan who leads the league, back when I was following, I would know who led the league in stolen bases. I would know who led the league in batting average. I would know this for years. I have baseball cards downstairs to this day. I would know who led the league in home runs. I would know who led the league in RBIs. I would know who's the best pitcher in Major League Baseball, led the league in wins. I can't tell you that now. I can't tell you that now. When you watch baseball on Channel 9 and Channel 11, that's a fact. The Mets used to play on Channel 9. The Yankees used to play on Channel 11. That's a fact. And sit in front of that TV all goddamn day watching baseball. Sometimes you would have a control. The Mets would be on Channel 9. The Yankees would be on Channel 11. You had to get your ass up or sit close enough to the TV where you could just lean up and turn that bitch to click, click, click to Channel 11. Or turn it backwards. And my mother would say, don't turn my knob backwards. So I would have to turn all the way back. From 11, go to Channel 12, Channel 13, Channel U, Channel 2, Channel 3, Channel 4, Channel 5, Channel 6, Channel 7, Channel 8, Channel 9. They don't sell out yet. Who don't sell out yet? Craig, you trying to make excuses for what's wrong with baseball. Who don't sell out yet? Stop saying they. Who is they? That's why some WNBA games are more exciting. The WNBA is about to be dead. I'm sorry. WNBA is about to be dead. That girl went on there, the leading scorer from I forgot the name of her team. She went on there, she said, listen, I'm not coming back to the WNBA. They pay me $1 million overseas. I get paid 40 grand here. That's simple math to me. Simple math. Why risk getting hurt for 40,000 when I could go overseas and make $1 million? That makes all the sense in the world to me. WNBA in America is about to be dead because they pay them girls overseas. Them girls make millions of dollars overseas. This buzz for you, long live the scooter. Yep. Phil Rizzuto was the announcer for the Yankees. I knew you were going to bring up Miami. Oh, you didn't know I was going to bring up Miami. Miami isn't a good town to have a French. Craig, again, Miami has won 2 World Series, Craig. Not 1, but 2. So it being a tourist area, that's not the issue, Craig. Because they won 2 World Series, Craig. Stop. That's right. Then they had to adjust the TV antenna. Hell yeah. With the aluminum foil on the tips? Yes. These young kids don't know nothing about that. Listen, my barber is 74 years old. That man is in there watching Westerns in black and white. Why are you watching Why are you watching black and white TV on the flat screen? That ain't high def. Tourist spots are the best sports towns. Look at the Vegas Knights. This is Craig. Craig says that shit and talks out his ass. Hello? New York is a tourist town. We got one of the best teams in the major leagues. New York is a tourist town. Don't get it twisted. This is the issue, Noel. There are tourist destinations for a weekend. Again, Craig, hold on. Let's bring Craig on, because Craig, we have to give Craig a lesson. Where's Craig? Craig can't come on. Craig, you're wrong. You're wrong. You know why? Vegas is a tourist town. You just had them in the Stanley Cup Finals. New York is a tourist town. You got one of the best baseball teams in the major leagues here. Anaheim is a tourist town. You have the best player in baseball in Anaheim. New York is so much more than a... Craig, leave Queens. Craig, get out of Queens for a second. Craig, all you see is your front yard. Get out of Queens for a second, Craig. Walk in Manhattan. I'm telling you right now, everybody you bump into, and I mean bump into, because they're doing this. You literally bump into everybody. New York City is a tourist town. Don't get it twisted, Craig. Do you know in New York City, the thugs will never rob a tourist. They'll rob a New Yorker before they rob a tourist. Because that's where their money is coming from. Their money in Manhattan, a lot of money. You don't go to Manhattan. You know why? Because you are fully aware of how much it costs to be in Manhattan. You don't go there. A motherfucker from Sweden, a motherfucker from Canada, a motherfucker from Florida, a motherfucker from California will be up in Manhattan tricking so much money. A tourist will be at a Yankee game just to be in the middle of the goddamn Bronx. You ever been around Yankee Stadium, Craig? I'm going to assume you have. I'm going to assume, as a New Yorker, you've been to Yankee Stadium. Is Yankee Stadium in the middle of a desirable place to live? Hell no. But guess what? A Canadian don't know the difference. A Canadian will walk right in the middle of the South Bronx and like, oh shit, this is beautiful. But Yankee Stadium's in the middle of a shithole. I mean, let's call it what it is. You think the Raiders aren't going to sell out? Yes, the Raiders are going to sell out. The Raiders are going to sell out practices. Old or the new one. The old or the new one. They're right across the street from each other. Old Yankee Stadium is right across the street from New Yankee Stadium. There's no difference. They're still in the same shithole. If you go to City Field, on the other hand, City Field is nice until you go to the junkyards, which is a mile a fucking way. A junkyard, a junkyard is less than a mile away from City Field. But you know that. Not the person from France. Oh, by the way, next to Shitty Field is where they can have the U.S. Open. Just so you know. Where's Serena? Serena's a mile away from the junkyard. Just so you know, Craig. So the reason why Miami does not win has nothing to do with them being a tourist city. Nothing. You think Roger Federer? You think Roger Federer even knows there's a junkyard less than a mile away from where he's at? Not just an average junkyard, too. This is not that. For those who don't know about Queens, New York, for those who've never been to New York, this is not the average junkyard either. This is a junkyard, you have a drive-through junkyard. You can literally drive through the junkyard. You can literally drive through it and get what y'all need, a catalytic converter. You can drive through this place, pick out your catalytic converter, get it repaired right there. I need a muffler. I need this. I need a rim. I need a tire. This is less than a mile from Shitty Field and Flushing Meadows. It's less than a mile. So don't let Craig fool you thinking that, oh, well, New York City is not a tourist city. Oh, yes, it most certainly is. It's not a tourist city to him because he hasn't left Queens. Leave Queens. People come to New York. People come to Long Island. People go to the Hamptons. It's a tourist city. By the way, there are like 40 home games with hockey and basketball. Let's not even mention football. Yet baseball has 81 home games. Noel's like 45 to 55K per. What? The fuck does that mean? What does that mean, Craig?
45,000. 45,000.
I know what that means. I know what 40. But what does that mean? I don't. By the way, there are like 40 home games with hockey and basketball. Let's not even mention football. Yet baseball has 81 home games. So what does that mean? What are you telling me? I don't understand what that means. And let alone, let's not forget, it's hot. It's hot. You go to Yankee game, Yankees play every 4th of July at 1 o'clock, I believe. Every 4th of July at 1 o'clock. Yeah, my black ass ain't rushing to Yankee Stadium at 1 o'clock on 4th of July. Just not happening. And I love the Yankees. I'm not rushing. Miami ain't supporting a team for 81 games. Oh, Craig, come on. For 81 games, selling out seats anywhere near the capacity of the hockey. Craig, Miami's not supporting that team because they suck, Craig. They suck. Listen, I had a girl on my Facebook page trying to give away Mets tickets. She was trying to give them away. Don't nobody want to see no Mets? Because they suck. Why do you think Derek Jeter tore that whole thing down? And people got mad at him. He tore the whole thing down. That's what rich people do. Rich people buy a house, gut the goddamn house out, and then rebuild it. That's what Derek Jeter did. He bought the Marlins. He gutted that bitch. And he's going to rebuild it. Stop acting like people don't go to games because they just don't go to games. They suck. The product is bad. You a Met fan, Craig? How many Met games do you go to? And understand that baseball is a regional sport. It is not national like football. Even basketball is regional. That means if you live in the Northeast, you're going to watch Northeast baseball. People just don't watch baseball like that. So I'm not going to be sitting at home watching the Dodgers play the Diamondbacks. That's not how baseball works. That's not how baseball works. Baseball is a regional game. People in California watch California teams. Northeast baseball, people watch Northeast baseball. And there's a difference. Dante, did you get my text? Oh, I suggest you look at my text. What? Okay. It needs, something needs to be done. Okay? Something needs to be done. And it needs to be done before we go to Florida. What? What? Hold. Let me. Yeah, please don't have me interrupt my show with foolishness, because you ain't doing shit now. What? Going to the gym. Marie, I suggest you talk to that boy. I suggest you talk to that boy before I have to interrupt my show. He talking about going to the gym. You want to be funny? Wait, hold on. You want to be funny? Hold on. Excuse me, people. Hold on one second. You want to be funny? Is that what you're trying to do? Is that what you're trying to do? You trying to be funny?
I can't be funny. You can be funny.
No. I'm not being funny right now. I'm being very serious.
Let me cut the grass. I'm not doing it. I heard you.
Oh, okay. Because that's not what you were saying to me just now. Oh, okay. Okay. No, you ain't got me 200 more. That number 8 ain't changed yet. That number 8 ain't changed yet. Okay? No, you did 200 views my ass. Views don't mean shit. The fucking lawn fucked up means everything to me. Fuck these views.
I just got you 500 more views.
Fuck these views.
I know your time. Go home with Dante.
Okay, you can talk crazy to me if you want, Dante. You talk crazy to me if you want. You gonna have me show my ass right here on national Facebook. The Raiders have a national following. They'll be fine. Yes, I just said that the football NFL is national. That's a national sport. Baseball, basketball are regional sports. That's what I said. NHL, regional. Football, national. That's the difference. My son got me fucked up. He got me fucked up for real. So let's talk about it, people. Don't forget, we have the Not Just Sports contest. We have the Not Just Sports contest, which consists of you liking and sharing my Facebook page, following me on Instagram, following me on Twitter, and following me on YouTube. Follow me on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. If you do all those things, and Facebook, if you do all those things, you now entered the Not Just Sports contest. And the Not Just Sports contest means you have to get all 8 teams, all 8 division winners to win $50, a t-shirt and a hat. $50 t-shirt and a hat. You don't have to put no money forward. All you have to do is take a little bit of time and some clicks. Again, you have to like and share the Facebook page. Like and share. And I have a social media guy that's going to handle all this. Like and share. Facebook. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter. Subscribe to my YouTube page. If you do all 4 of those things, then you can give me your 8 teams. Who's going to win the AFC East, AFC West, AFC North, AFC South, NFC East, NFC West, NFC North, NFC South. If you give me those 8 teams, and you get all 8 teams correct, you will be winning $50, a t-shirt and a hat from Not Just Sports by Noel Epps. You have until the 3rd week of the NFL. 3rd NFL week. After the 3rd NFL week, the contest is over. That gives you a month. That gives you a whole month to subscribe. And do what you got to do if you want to win the Not Just Sports prize package. Not Just Sports by Noel Epps prize package. Okay? One more thing before Gary comes on, because we're going to do the road to the Super Bowl. NFL, you all are bugging if you think there's not going to be helmet contact with somebody when they make a goddamn tackle. You are bugging. You are about to ruin the best sport in the world. You're about to ruin it. These referees are throwing flags and it ain't even close to head contact. There's going to be head contact. You have to live with that. NFL, you have to live with that. College, you have to live with it. High school, you have to live with it. Could you imagine this trickles all the way down to a high school game? A Super Bowl could be won or lost based on this dumbass penalty. These men sign up to play football. They know what they're in for. They know what they're in for. They sign up knowing they're going to get concussions. And they thought, well, maybe they didn't go to the leather helmet. Hello? When they had the leather helmet, they had concussions too. Along with teeth knocked out. There was a football player with teeth where they had leather helmets. Broken noses. There was a football players with broken noses with a leather helmet. They had broken noses. Then you going to tell me football players with leather helmets didn't have concussions? You know how they cured concussions back in those days? Does anybody know how? They had something called smelling salts. A dude would be concussed. They would walk him to the sideline, sit his ass on the bench, and whisper, and put something under his nose. And that woke his ass up. So don't say this wasn't a problem when they had leather helmets. They wasn't investigating concussions back in 1940s when Jim Thorpe was playing. People say a lot of dumb shit. People say a lot of dumb shit just to get wow. No, that's not how it was. When they had leather helmets, there was concussions, there was broken noses, there was broken faces, there was people with no teeth. Make it $100. I will donate $50 from the stuff. Wow. Wow. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? Oh, Marie, listen to this. Dwayne and Lisa is going to donate another $50 to the Not Just Sports prize package. He's going to donate another $50 and he's going to make it $100. Thank you, Mr. Elise. This is my guy. This is my guy. Y'all got to really meet this dude. We got to meet Dwayne Elisa. He's a special dude. Him and Larry Williams. Two special dudes. So let's revamp this now. We're doing a Not Just Sports by Noel Epps contest. We are now giving $100 away plus a t-shirt, hat, and you gotta name all 8 division winners in the NFL this year. You have to the third week. To name all the division winners. You have to inbox me all your division winners. After you follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, subscribe to my YouTube page, and like and share my Facebook page. And what if there's multiple winners, Abdul asked? I'm glad you asked that. If there's multiple winners, the guy or the female who gets their picks in first, they're the winner. So you better hurry up and get your picks in. Inbox me your address. I got you, Dwayne. You better hurry up and get your winners in. Get your teams in. You can only do this once. So don't be in here with 4 or 5 picks. You can only do it once. Pick your 8 division winners. At the end of the season, you will get $100, a t-shirt, and a hat. What if there's more than one winner? Again, when you inbox your winners, when you inbox your picks, the date and the time comes up. So right now it's 7:05. August 20th, 7:05. If you get your picks in on August 20th, 7:06, and somebody has the same picks September 9th, 7:06, the August 6th the August 6th picks win. That's how that goes. Okay? So again, this is what you have to do. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. Subscribe to my YouTube page, my YouTube channel. Like and share the Facebook pics. Like and share the Facebook video. Enter your picks behind the scenes so nobody knows your picks. That's the other reason why you do it. Get your picks in soon if you want the money. And the hat and the t-shirt, of course. And Dwayne Eliza has just donated another $50. So it started out as $50. It's now $100. It's a nice little prize. Nice little prize right before Christmas there. Was it right after Christmas? Maybe it's right after Christmas. The season ends. Right after Christmas, you get your little New Year's drinking money. So again, let's go back for a second. We was talking about the NFL and they about to go to leather helmets. The leather helmets, you know why they got regular helmets? Because these guys had no teeth. They was looking like hockey players. That's why they got helmets. They was getting their noses broken. Their faces broken. And I'm telling you, back in the 1940s, there were concussions. So if you think in 1942, Jim Thorpe never had a concussion, you are out of your mind. So NFL, you all need a large dose of reality. And here's my other problem. The people who are making these decisions are people who have never got hit in a football uniform in their life. Never strapped up a football uniform. Don't know what it is to have a concussion. Again, there are black kids who are willing to have concussions to change their generational wealth of their families. They're willing to have a concussion. They're willing to risk a concussion. I mean, why not? You can tell people to tell a police officer to risk getting shot, risk dying. So why not risk getting a concussion to change the wealth of your family? How about put all the people who tie name in a hat and do a drawing live on Facebook? Ah, Chauncey, you might have an idea. I got to talk that over with my people. I have a board over here. We have a Not Just Sports by No Epps board. The board consists of my wife, Slug, my wife, and Khalid. Okay? So my wife holds 2 seats on this board. Don't get it fucked up, okay? But that's a good idea. I just ran that by the board member who has 2 seats, and she said, that might be something to think of. Okay? So that's a good idea, Chauncey. I like that. Got to run that by my board members, though. Okay? We also, when Gary comes here, when Gary comes on, we're going to do the road to the Super Bowl. Road to the Super Bowl when Gary comes on. So we gave you all the picks. Now we're going to give you our own division winners. And we're going to tell you who's going to win the Super Bowl. Gary's a little late right now. It's not like him. No problem with the risk, but only when all information from the NFL is on the table. That CTE and other issues are highly likely. Then you find if that's what you chose to do. Come on, Kendall. Kendall, stop talking shit. Kendall, stop talking crazy to me. Kendall, stop talking crazy to me. Okay? Listen, that helmet contact was already in football. Don't get it twisted. There was a spearing rule already in football. And Craig, Kendall, don't tell me that when you sign up or when you sign your baby up, you already know that there's a chance you're going to get a concussion. There's a chance you're going to break. There is 100% chance that you play football, you're going to get hurt. It's the nature of the game. The game is a gladiator sport. That's what the game is. There is 100% chance, whether you pull a muscle, whether you tear your ACL, whether you have a concussion. There's 100% chance that you're going to get hurt. You know this when you sign up. Just like when people go and buy a pack of cigarettes, they know that there's a chance that they're going to get cancer. Stop acting like, oh, the NFL is hiding shit. They told you could get CTE. They told you could get concussion. That could lead to depression. That could lead to suicide. They told you all of this. I still carry football injuries. I never played nowhere near the NFL. I still carry football injuries. Concussions, yes. But people are in arms of the long-term effects that the NFL prefers to suppress. Who suppressed Junior Seau's suicide? Who suppressed Junior Seau's suicide? Who suppressed Dave Dawson's suicide? Who suppressed John Mackey having onset early dementia? Who's hiding that? You're missing it, Kendall. Why do you think the tobacco industry had to pay billions because they never came clean with their information? And guess what, Kendall? People are still going to buy cigarettes at $10 a pack now. When me and you were kids, cigarettes was $1.25. People are still buying cigarettes. People are still buying alcohol. People are still buying those vapor pens, and you don't know what the hell is in them vapor pens. Again, stop pointing the blame at everybody else and ask, what the hell are you doing with the information that's already given to you? They told you that cigarettes cause cancer. They told you that. People still buy cigarettes. And even worse, not only they still buy cigarettes, the United States of America is still selling cigarettes. After they told you it gives you cancer. They didn't take them off the market. They didn't say, hey, all these 7-Eleven, take all the cigarettes out of here. They didn't do that. They continued to sell it. So who's really at fault? I heard cigarettes are $20 a pack. No, they're $10 a pack. Yes, because they're $13 a pack. Okay, I don't know because I don't smoke. Yes, because they're already out there. What's that mean? They're already out there. What does that mean? Kendall, stop acting like they haven't taken things off the market because they found out it's dangerous to humans. Stop doing that. You know good and damn well what this is about. The addiction. Wow. You think it's about the addiction, Kendall? Kendall, you way too smart for this. You think it's about the addiction, really, Kendall? Or is it about money? Or is it about the United States makes a ton of money off the tobacco industry? They took Pop Rocks off the goddamn market when I was a kid. Pop Rocks. Remember the candy you used to chew on and pop in your mouth? Okay, they took that shit off the market. They took it off the market. Why? Because little kids was eating Pop Rocks, drinking soda, and their goddamn head was exploding. Come on, Kendall. You got to do better. Gary is here. I don't know why Gary's late. Talk to Gary, ask why he's late. You already have folks hooked. Then they told the truth. NFL is not at that stage yet. Yes, they are. Yes, they are at the stage. Kendall, they know about CTE. They know about it. Sold in Virginia. God damn. They don't care about you motherfuckers in Virginia. They don't care about y'all in Virginia because you can't buy no pop
That's cool.
7-Eleven up here. I'm telling you that right now. Yo, what's up, man? Why you late?
Man, hey, look, listen. Somebody said they wanted something. I went and took care of it real quick.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah, like.
I ain't mad at you.
Yeah, somebody wanted a computer.
Oh, okay.
I was like, oh, man, at 6:30. I said, but I'm going to be right there.
Okay. Oh, you got to get that bag. I feel you.
That's right.
Okay, so now listen. Who's your sponsor today?
You know what? I don't have one today.
You don't have a sponsor?
Not today. It's just me and my wit.
You and your wit. Okay. Now listen. Before we do this road to the Super Bowl, we got the road to the Super Bowl, people, with me and Gary. I didn't get your NFC West picks.
Okay.
Your NFC West picks. So I'm going to need your NFC West picks. I'm going to tell you mine first. And then you tell me what yours is. Fourth place, I got the Arizona Cardinals. Third place, I got the San Francisco 49ers. Second place, I got the Seattle Seahawks. First place, I got the LA Rams. Who you got?
All right. I definitely got the Cardinals fourth place. I like where they're going. I don't know what their running back situation gonna look like after the injury. You know, he's definitely, when he's healthy, he's one of the best in the league. David Johnson. The quarterback situation. You know, who is Sam Bradford? Like, which Sam Bradford you gonna get? Is he gonna need bubble wrap? You know, this season to make it the whole season. I mean, we just don't know.
And that
like,
O-line
so.
Is a mess.
Yeah, they haven't had an old line since, I guess, that year they went to the Super Bowl.
So your boy Sam Bradford means he's gonna play 6 games. That's it.
Right. So the UCLA quarterback should be in there soon.
Rosen.
So yeah, we're gonna see the Rosen era about week 4 or 5.
Yeah. Okay. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Who's your third place?
Third place, it's gonna be a bit of a shocker. You probably don't believe it, but I'm gonna say the Seahawks.
Okay.
I just think that they got too many internal issues, like in-house issues. I don't know, how do you go from being like one of the most dominant organizations to just like, you know, you spiraling right now. Like, you know, Earl Thomas may be traded before the season or like midway through the season, something like that. You know,
Earl Thomas don't want to be there.
Right.
They have no running backs. Brandon Marshall's there, so he's going to help.
Right.
And Russell Wilson got to carry that team by himself.
I mean, he's good at it. I mean, let's not act like he's not great at doing spectacular things. He's a magician. He's the closest thing we could get to, you know, somebody that's like a what you call it, like, you know, because they always say football is a team sport. But, you know, he's like one of those ones that he actually redefines that theory, like, in a sense, because he does it all at the quarterback position.
Okay.
You know, they have no offensive line.
100% right. Not giving that ball to Lynch set everything off.
Yeah, and that's what it was. Like, they knew what happened. And like, they knew. Everybody knew.
They did not want Lynch, this black man with dreads, gold teeth, talking about He's on his way to y'all. I'm on my way to Disney. Yo, they didn't want none of that. They want no part.
Right.
They wanted that lily white Russell Wilson saying that shit, but they did not want that hood goon, gold teeth, mouth slugged up, dreads, diddy bopping all over the place. Somebody he going to Disney. That was not going to happen.
Right. Which is, hey, like I said, if they felt like they was confident enough to try that and make that move, and you think everybody was gonna be okay with it, then that was their loss. Because even afterwards, like I think how they did Lynch, they just didn't do well with handling their fame, as an organization. So
and that's
maybe they'll learn.
That's Pete Carroll.
Yeah,
and Pete Carroll's a damn good coach. That's his fault.
He's a very good coach. I mean, he's a player coach. He's all of that, but he just somewhere it was a disconnect. Somewhere it was a disconnect. So they definitely fall to third.
And then they got militant. Then Michael Bennett wanted Colin Kaepernick there. They didn't want Colin Kaepernick competing with Russell Wilson.
Right.
You heard that they didn't like Russell Wilson? Yeah, there was a whole bunch of shit going on there.
Just too much. Who
do you got in second place?
Definitely. I think this pains me. Like, this is why I'm saying I'm not being biased like with these, because I will put San Francisco at fourth, knowing they probably be second, just because I can't stand them. But second is San Francisco. Improve. They got to improve pass rush. I like what Lynch is doing over there.
Juju Taylor is there. Don't forget that.
Right.
Juju Taylor.
Right. Definitely Juju Taylor. They got Thomas. They got a couple of other rookies that they drafted the last couple of years that's gonna make that defense really good. The defense has been really good, but
your boy looks like a Clydesdale running. Richard Sherman looked like he can't run no more.
Oh no, he's definitely listen. If Sherman not playing, you know what Sherman may need to do, and the coaches might need to evaluate him as safety.
Yep, he might have to move to safety.
He got to move to safety. He's smart enough to play safety, so he's big enough too. So I mean, it's just one of those things that if he embraced the move, that'll make them even better. As a team, because I think they got this new cornerback. I can't think of his name, but I'm hearing good things about him at the corner position. Offensively,
hold on. Abdul said Goodwin is a burner. Disregard that play. LOL. No. Listen, Abdul. I'm not talking about him, who he was covering. I'm talking about what he looked like while he was covering him. He looked like a Clydesdale. He looked like he can't run.
Abdul, we gonna block your comments.
Yes, he can move to safety. That might be the move for him.
That might be
Mike
the
Jones,
move.
Mike Niner Jones, somebody. He's a #1 San Francisco fan. We don't care. He got San Francisco in second place. I got him at third place. I got him in.
If we going with their let's say we're going with a sample size situation. Let's give them benefit of the doubt for how that offense gelled last year. We're not gonna turn them down.
Is the real
like towards the end of the year, like Garoppolo looks like the real deal. Now here's the thing. We already saw one little faux pas that he had with the even though it's his business as far as
that ain't no faux pas. Boy, listen. Let's talk real life now. Now you got me off.
Listen.
Real life.
Listen. Let me finish.
He went on a date with a porno star. Gary, let me tell you something right now. If Superhead said, "Yo, Gary, let's go to Applebee's right now," your big ass would be carrying her ass to Applebee's. Let's not act like dating a porn star is this bad thing for a man. No. You can't marry that bitch, but you
right. But listen.
Every man wants to date a porno star at least once.
Listen, this is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that That's still a full because he just got the money. They got he's a new quarterback this year. They on a mission, and he's in the headline for the wrong reasons. Not saying you can't go out with that type of
Do
a
you see?
female, but I'm just saying
Do
that
you see
it's
Jimmy
drawing,
Garoppolo? Do
huh?
you see Jimmy Garoppolo? Marie, have you ever seen a picture of Jimmy Garoppolo? Okay.
Yeah,
If
I
I
know what he
show
look
my
like.
wife a picture of Jimmy Garoppolo, I'm gonna be pissed because she gonna say some slick shit like, "Oh, he's cute." That motherfucker's fine. He a good looking nigga.
Let's
He a
let's
fine
let's
nigga. He like
let's
me.
take it off the shallow part and let's focus on football.
Okay, good, because
I'm
you
talking
brought it
about
up.
right. I know I didn't bring that up. I had things to say with it, but you got it if you had got into it
Okay,
with
because
it,
my thing is
so you
this:
can finish.
who he bangs, it don't matter. Who he humping on, it don't matter. Jimmy
What I'm
Garoppolo can
saying.
play.
No, you're right. You're right. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that we have seen in different little situations where a couple of things happen. All right, let's go to baseball for a second. When you see baseball players and they date and then it goes wrong or whatever, what normally happens? They go into slumps, right?
Uh,
They
Harvey. Harvey. He lost that Spanish girl to Julian Edelman. He ain't been right since.
Right. So what I'm saying is, just for a person like that, newly getting this new money, he's a new starter. You see what I'm saying? He's not even been a starter a whole year yet. All of this is new fame to him. Like, so everything is like up, ascending. So now imagine, just say that he finds out that this person just used him for his money. Now imagine him, he's just
You
what
doing
if he's a
too much
fragile soul?
imagining.
Huh?
You're doing too much imagining. You keep saying imagine this, imagine that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying,
It
like,
don't
as
matter
a
who he's banging. Don't matter.
okay, but if he's out with, like, if he's stuck on this and he's not in the playbook, say he started being like Russell, what was Jamarcus Russell
Jamarcus Russell was
out
drinking
there?
scissor. This is a totally
Yeah, but
different
that, I
animal.
mean, drinking scissor and partying too much and staying out could be what Garoppolo do.
But Garoppolo is at dinner with a porno star. See, if this was a regular broad, you wouldn't be talking about this. But because he does porn, now it's a problem.
It's not a problem. It's just the fact that it's too much exposure for an organization that's trying to rebuild. That's all I'm saying.
I don't.
Now, going forward, and you don't have to agree. The fact of it is that you marked him as third and I got him as second. So obviously, I agree with that. He's going to be able to be a great quarterback, and they're going to make strides.
So then
this
why
year.
bring up the point?
Correct? Because I'm making a point. You made a point. I want to make a point.
Okay. Okay.
I get 15 minutes. I try to use my 15 minutes and show off a little bit.
Okay.
You know.
Who's your number one? Number one seed obviously is the Rams. Why do you have the Rams?
I just think that they made the steps last year. They got all the right pieces in place that you want and you look for. You got a stud running back. You got a creative young coach. You got a good young quarterback. You got wide receivers that can stretch the field and intermediately. You got tight ends. You got a good line. You got a stud defense. You building it up the middle. Your line. You got two of the best. You got two of the best DTs in the business. You got linebackers that could fly across the field. You got two corners that can cover any kind of way. You got safe. I mean, it's just on paper and from past performances, they just look like they're ready because they done had their heart broken also.
They better hurry up and sign Eric Donaldson. They better hurry up and sign.
That's true. That's true.
They better hurry.
That's true. You got to show
with a Dominican suit. Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a problem.
And then no, they still got. Did they get rid of that left end? Um, he was a stud. What was they probably traded him? I think they traded him. Never
You talking
mind.
about the DN. I know who you talking about. It'll come to me later. Okay, so that's
Yeah,
who your
but
pick.
anyway,
That's your
that's
picks for the NFC West.
that's my pick.
Now, those are your picks for the NFC West. What are your picks for the AFC West? Listen to my picks first. AFC, Kansas City Chiefs, 4th place at 6-10. Denver Broncos, 3rd place at 8-8. Oakland Raiders,
Robert Quinn,
9-7, 2nd place. And the Los Angeles Chargers, 10-6, 1st place. Robert Quinn, that's his name.
All right. So real quick, wherever the Kansas City guy, I don't see him, but
Right.
he's definitely in the basement. Even though I saw a great pass from what's your name the other day
Let me talk about that real quick. Just because a quarterback can throw the ball 80 yards, don't make him good.
No, it don't.
It's
It
about
don't.
accuracy.
It don't.
It's about accuracy today.
You're right. You're 100% right. I would not take that from you. Denver is 3rd. Denver got a bunch of studs on at receiver that's going to grow. And I mean, it's sad that they couldn't get that quarterback position right.
Who
But
you have in 3rd? Broncos?
Denver.
You don't know that they don't have that position right. You don't know that.
Okay.
Listen,
Okay.
We put too much on exhibition football. Exhibition football is so bland. It's terrible. It's just regular cover 1, regular cover 3. They're running basic plays. It's and the competition level ain't what it should be.
Yes, he is, Victor. I agree with you.
Sutton,
I agree.
Who's going to get them the ball? Sutton is a beast.
Well, I mean, what's your name had a good last year.
Who?
So Case Keenum.
I think Case Keenum is good.
Yeah, he definitely. No, he asked who could get them the ball. So I'm like, he definitely got those receivers in Minnesota the ball.
Sutton.
So I mean,
Sutton is a monster. He's so goddamn big.
He definitely is.
He reminds me of the receiver from Tampa Bay.
Right, Evans. Now another pick that I like, and I might be biased, but they got the boy from Penn State too, who's really good. What's his name? What's his name, Philip? Huh?
The little receiver?
Deshaun, Henderson or somebody like that. I forgot his name. Tom, one of them. He's just fast.
Okay.
Philip, what's the
fast don't mean shit either if you can't catch the goddamn ball.
No, but he can play though. He actually runs routes well and everything. You got to think that we talking about this in addition to having Sanders, who you love, Emmanuel Sanders, and they still got Demaryius Thomas. So we ain't even talking about who's starting. We just talking about who they picked up.
But they have no goddamn running back.
Nah, they got a running back. That dude Freeman is gonna be good. Royce Freeman.
I'm a what's his name? What's his name? Freeman.
Royce Freeman.
Oh, the kid from
Oregon. Yeah, he scored 60 touchdowns in college. Okay. He's a sleeper.
Here. Tell me the best running back ever came out of Oregon. Go ahead.
That's true. But I mean,
there ain't no running back come out of Oregon.
But the way they playing offense up there, they cut block and he able to read the hole. He gonna hit the hole right.
Block. And they run a lot of zone read.
Yeah, they do, and they chop block too. They go on the flow. They just heard our players last week.
Go on the flow. Royce Freeman.
Yes.
Royce Freeman. Yes, but
Royce Freeman.
I don't trust no backs out of Oregon. Sorry. Who's your
and that's fair. I got Oakland.
That's what I got. So we got the same picks.
Yeah, I got Oakland. I mean, you're not a big fan of them, but I'm a huge fan of John Gruden.
Who said I was a fan of John Gruden?
Oh, okay. I'm being disrespectful then. So I like John Gruden. Yeah, I like John Gruden, and then I like the fact that
Oregon State
Yeah, he went to Oregon.
Oh, he went to Oregon?
So I like the. Yeah, he was. You remember he the one that punched the dude in the face in college
Yes,
at Memphis.
yes.
He got suspended. But I like that John Gruden he got him a young quarterback to work with. This is a first.
Victor Medina just said some crazy shit. He said John Gruden is overrated. No, Jay Gruden is overrated. John Gruden.
Right. What was that?
Wait, Keyshawn Johnson and Brad Johnson. Brad Johnson. He won a Super Bowl with Brad Johnson.
Brad Johnson, you good.
He won a Super Bowl with Brad
He was dialing
Johnson.
up. Right. And he was dialing up some good plays, man. Like, and then he had Keenan McCardle on the other side. Ain't like Keenan was all world neither now.
Yeah. And he should have won a Super Bowl with Rich Gannon.
He should have when they that tuck rule. Yeah, that tuck rule. Yeah. So yeah, he gave him.
Yeah. Your boy John Gruden dials it up.
Yeah, he dials it up. He knows when to dial it up. And I like what he doing. I like what he doing to the receiver over there that came from Pittsburgh. Martavius Bryant. Yeah. Yeah, he making them earn it. Even though
he's struggling over there.
He's struggling. That's because he's making them earn it. Like, he ain't just getting thrown on the field. He making them earn it. But I guarantee he's gonna be on that field week 1. he gonna find his way in there. Trust me. But he just making them.
He had great defensive players, but still, you gotta have somebody to man that shit. And he had Brad Johnson. He won a Super Bowl with. Who's your first? You got the Chargers in first place.
Yeah, I love the Chargers, man. I mean, they came from nowhere and they did it right. I mean, these guys went in the draft and they went and got players, and each time they drafted players, you like, who? But then when you see them a year later, you like, wow. Like, you know, they got the running back, they got a good line, they got the quarterback that ain't afraid. They got the wide receiver from Clemson. They got the other wide receiver that always get hurt, but he run a hell of a route, Keenan Allen.
He be hurt by game 6.
Yeah, he be, you know, so if he can stay healthy, they got the defense. They got the tight end, Hunter, whatever his name is. He's really good.
He's okay. Don't go crazy. He's okay. But Hunter
he's really good.
For the season.
Huh?
Hunter's out for the season, I think.
Don't tell me. Not that's my favorite little tight end, man. He's out.
Season, I believe.
Damn, see this. I ain't been looking at the league yet as far as who's out and stuff. I'm just going to sign and stuff. Wow.
So.
Well, that's gonna hurt.
We're caught up. We're caught up with all our picks. Yeah.
Thank you, Victor.
So let's go to the road to the Super Bowl. So based on what let's go off your picks first. Division winners.
All right.
Division winners, you have in the West, NFC West, you have the Rams. We're going to do NFC first. NFC West, you had the Rams. NFC South, you had Minnesota.
Rams and the Falcons get buys.
Hold on. In the South, no, I'm sorry. The North, Falcons. You had Minnesota. In the South, you had Atlanta.
They get a bye.
And in the NFC East, you had.
I got Philly.
Hold on. You got who? Yes,
my division.
You got the Seagulls. You got the Seagulls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
now,
Atlanta
who
and
according to this, your wild cards would be, according to your picks now. Your wild cards. What was Oakland's record?
Are we in the AFC or the NFC? you want to know Oakland record?
No, I'm sorry.
Oakland is
NFC West. You had the San Francisco 49ers.
yeah, number 2. They number 2.
What would be their record?
Their record, I think they'll probably be like 9-7.
9-7.
9-7.
Okay.
No, they ain't gonna make it. The teams that make it is New Orleans and yeah, New Orleans gonna be a wild card.
New Orleans gonna be a wild card.
New Orleans and Philadelphia.
You got Philadelphia.
New Orleans and Philadelphia wild card.
You got Philadelphia as
I got them as a division. Oh yeah. My fault. They the 4th seed though.
Okay. So who's the 5th and the 6th?
So the fifth is New Orleans, and then the other is it ain't us. It's I'm trying to look at I'm thinking of these. Who did I say? I think Washington get the 6. What did I say Washington record would be?
Hold on.
What did I say Washington record would be?
Let's go back. You have Minnesota Bears. Then you have
I got the Eagles as a division winner.
The Sheagles.
I'm looking at the number 2. No, Green Bay is 3rd.
He got Green Bay in 3rd place. He's smoking.
Green Bay is trash.
Yeah, okay. Hold on. Why I got this all mixed up? I had it organized. Okay, boom. Okay. Gary.
I got the Bears in 2nd place. I got Redskins in 2nd place. I got San Francisco in 2nd place. And I got New Orleans in 2nd place.
You have the Sheagles, you have the Deadskins at 9-7.
All right, so they 9-7. What did I say them the Bears was gonna be?
9-7.
All right, and then I said the New Orleans is the 5th one. So what did I say? So 9-7 for okay, so yeah, Washington. Washington makes it in.
You bugging. You are bugging. Okay. So now you got the Saints. And you know Washington don't have a running back.
No, they got running backs. You just don't like their running back.
Peterson. They don't have a running back. Stop.
You don't like their running backs, but they got running backs.
Okay. So I got the Rams. I got Minnesota. Who did I have? I didn't have Atlanta. Who did I have? I got the Saints.
Yeah, it's number 1.
I got the Cowboys.
Phil, Green Bay stinks.
I got Green Bay.
Which is total tragedy.
Green Bay and my
And you picked the Cowboys number 1.
I sure did.
Yeah.
I sure did.
That was...
And I got Green Bay, and then I got Atlanta or Seattle. And I'm going to take Atlanta over Seattle.
Man, listen. Atlanta, I'm going to go one by one. So I'm not even going to tell you ahead of time.
We're rolling to the Super Bowl now.
All right.
So you got the Rams, Minnesota, Atlanta, Philly, Saints, and Washington. I got the Rams, Minnesota, Saints, Cowboys, Green Bay, and Atlanta. Now you got to rank these teams 1 through 6. Right.
The number 1 team, I'm going to say, is going to be the Falcons.
You bugging.
The number 2 team is going to be the Rams. The number 3 team is going to be the Minnesota Vikings. And then the number 4 team is the the Eagles. Number 5 is New Orleans, and then the Redskins is 6.
So you got New Orleans on the road.
Yeah.
Did y'all see?
They
look at Craig. Here go Craig right here talking dumb shit. Did y'all see Mahomes bomb 70 yards in the air under pressure? First of all, he wasn't under any pressure. Let's start there. He wasn't under any pressure. That's number one. Number two, I could throw a ball 70 yards in the air to a wide open receiver. We can all do that. That's not hard to do. I was known to throw a ball 70 yards in the air. So please, let's stop. And just because you throw a ball far don't mean you're good. Jamarcus Russell threw a ball 70 yards off his goddamn knee. And he sucked. Right or wrong?
Yeah. That's what got people so enamored by him, was his ability to throw, you know. But yeah, like, so I got
coverage. That's right, Abdul.
So with that 4-5 game, which is New Orleans, I got them moving past Philadelphia. I don't feel like Philly is gonna be that good this year.
You mean listen, you got that means you got the Saints beating Philadelphia in Philadelphia.
Yes. And then I got the third.
Hold on, let me tell you about Pitts first before you move on, because you clearly not paying attention. Okay. I got the Minnesota Vikings as the number 1 seed. I got the Saints. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Hold on. Forgot it. I got the Saints as the number 1 seed.
Find the computer.
Saints 1. Minnesota 2. Rams 3. Cowboys 4. Atlanta 5. Green Bay 6. Okay? So that means in your bracket, you have Atlanta and the Rams with a bye. Atlanta and the Rams with the bye. 3 plays 6, you have Minnesota against Washington and Philly against the Saints in Philadelphia. Now you're telling me the Saints are going to advance?
Yes.
Wow.
And you shouldn't doubt it, because you got them as your number 1.
Yeah, but with them as a number 1 seed, they play at home.
Yeah.
See, Drew Brees don't lose in that dome. Drew Brees ain't going to Philadelphia in January and beating Philadelphia. I'm sorry, it ain't happening.
He can.
Okay. You got the Saints advancing. He can.
They got weapons.
You got the Saints advancing, and then it's a 3-6 game, Minnesota versus Washington. Who you got?
Minnesota.
Okay. So that means you have Atlanta playing the Saints in Atlanta. Who you got?
Atlanta playing the Saints in Atlanta. You sure that's it? Because they're the first seed.
Yes. 1 plays.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah. Then I got the Atlanta beating them pretty bad.
Oh shit! Oh, you ain't paying attention, Playboy.
No, you're not paying attention. Do you know who they got over there?
Do you know who they got over there in New Orleans?
Do you know who they got over there? That's gonna be that's gonna be one of the best divisions in football this year.
Okay.
Do you not know who they got over there? Do you know who Calvin Ridley is?
Calvin Ridley is a rookie.
Okay. I mean, they still
rookie. Stop talking.
They still got what you. They still got what your name.
What do they
you
got
act like they
defense?
don't got. They got the same defense that should have beat New England. What are you talking
Who's
about?
That coach that blew the Super Bowl?
The guy from Seattle.
He blew the Super Bowl.
Oh, so you're gonna put that against him?
Well, what? Are you kidding me? We're gonna hold that against him? You have You have Julio Jones, who makes one of the greatest catches in Super Bowl history, with 2 minutes left on the clock. You up 8. All you have to do is run the ball 3 times, kick that bitch. You up 11 with less than 2 minutes in the game. You up 2 scores with less than 2 minutes in the game. If this motherfucker throws the ball around the yard, yeah, I'm holding that against him. You damn right I'm holding it against him.
Okay. Well, they suffered last year still. They went through the Super Bowl hangover and still made the playoffs.
Okay. So you got Atlanta beating the Saints in Atlanta.
Yes,
now you got
bad.
Minnesota versus the Rams.
Yeah, the Rams going to win.
The Rams are going to beat them.
You're going to have a true 1-2 seed in the championship game this year.
Way to go on a limb there. Way to go on a limb.
Hey.
Way to go on a limb there.
Well, you don't even like the Falcons, so that is on the limb.
Yeah, okay, way to go on the limb. Okay, you got Atlanta, who's the 2 seed, versus the Rams, who's the 1 seed. In your book, you have them as 1 and 2. Who goes to the Super Bowl? Atlanta or the Rams?
Atlanta.
You wow. I guess that is going out on a limb.
Listen, I'm telling you what I know.
Y'all better take Winston.
These guys is...
Homeboy is locked in. What Winston? I know he ain't talking Jamal. I know he ain't talking Jameis Winston.
Yeah, because he's he probably a Florida State fan. You know.
No. Craig Davis is a goddamn Kansas City Chief fan. Craig Davis is clueless on a lot of shit. He's cool. He said the reason the Miami Marlins ain't good is because they're a tourist city. Hello, New York's a tourist city. He lives in New York, and he's talking about it's not a tourist city. Tell him what it would mean to you to go to Manhattan. You live in Virginia, where there's a deer.
I'm not answering this question. I'm not answering your question, sir. We not doing the New York promotion.
You told us that hip hop started in Compton. This motherfucker crazy.
Yeah. It started in the West.
Yeah, okay. Yes, Jameis is locked in. Jameis is suspended for 3 games.
Yes, he is.
Craig Davis, go look at the Bucs schedule to come talk to us.
Yeah, we went through the schedule. You can't get a better breakdown aside for this man atrocious NFC East picks.
Okay.
You can tell he hate them.
Okay, so now here's my road to the Super Bowl from the NFC. We have in the 3-6 game, I got the Rams playing Green Bay. So that means Green Bay is going to Los Angeles. Green Bay defense is going to dominate. I mean, I'm not sorry. The Rams defense is going to dominate Green Bay. So I got the Rams.
Do you think so? Green Bay shouldn't be there, so they should dominate in theory.
I got the Rams. Okay? The 4-5 game is the Cowboys versus Atlanta in Dallas.
And Atlanta beats them thoroughly.
You are lying. I got the Dallas Cowboys advancing.
Wow.
Okay? So that means the Saints.
You are definitely drunk broadcaster.
That means the Saints will be playing the Cowboys and the Rams will be playing Minnesota. The Rams will be playing Minnesota in Minnesota.
Okay.
Rams will be playing Minnesota in Minnesota. Okay?
Okay.
That Rams defense that Viking defense is also a bully now. Don't get it twisted. The Viking defense is a bully. And the Rams going to play there, tough place to play is loud too. I got Minnesota.
Christian, bias is the correct word, Christian.
What?
I said Christian said bias, and I agree with him on that Dallas
That ain't
one.
bias. That ain't bias.
Okay.
Then I got the Saints playing Dallas in New Orleans.
Okay.
Drew Brees don't lose in New Orleans. So I got the Saints beating Dallas.
Okay.
That's a 1-2-2. That's a 1-2 game.
So you got Dallas as the 2 seed.
I got Dallas as the 4 seed.
Oh, okay. So you got a 1-2 championship game.
I got a 1-2 championship game. Okay?
All right.
So I got the Minnesota Vikings playing the Saints at the Dome. Again.
So you got the rematch.
Drew Brees don't lose there. And guess what? Last year, they should have won.
Yeah.
They should have beat them last year, right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
New Orleans is going to be nice and salty. Yeah.
Yeah. I almost feel like if they win that game, they beat the Eagles the next week.
The Eagles, I don't even have the Eagles making the playoffs. Eagles got big problems.
No, I'm talking about last year. I said if they would have.
Oh, yes. Very true.
Yeah.
I don't even have the Eagles making the playoffs. They got big problems. They don't know who their quarterback is right now. They got big problems. Okay? So I got the Saints advancing to the Super Bowl in the NFC. Saints advancing to the Super Bowl. You have Atlanta going to the Super Bowl.
Man, that team is Super Bowl ready.
Let me tell you something. You very high on Matty Ice. You very high on Matty Ice, and I don't understand why. You saw Matty Ice last
just
year?
like that.
Do you know their offensive coordinator is alcoholic?
All right.
You know
Well, we share something in common.
right?
We share. Some of us just we better drunk. You know.
I know you resigned to that. I know you resigned.
Yeah, he dialing up plays, man. He probably mad because he was sober early in the year. He probably had to go back to his old tradition.
So you got Atlanta going to the Super Bowl from the NFC, and I have the Saints going to the Super Bowl from the NFC. Now,
so you agree with the NFC South is going to possess a Super Bowl contender?
Yes.
Okay.
So Wednesday we will do the AFC, and we will come up with our Super Bowl and the Super Bowl champion. Okay. Wednesday we will do that. I said that about him, and you defended him. I never defended Sarkisian. You ain't never heard me defend Sarkisian. You a lie.
You don't like.
You making shit
you don't
up.
Like him. I say this: if y'all looked at the preseason game and y'all saw Anthony Miller, y'all saw a real treat this weekend. Y'all saw a real treat. I'm just letting y'all know it's coming, man.
Nobody cares about the Bears. Nobody cares.
The Chicago Bears team.
You see how nobody cares? Rhymes with Bears. Nobody cares about the Bears.
Listen, one thing I will say is this. All right, I know I picked on Sam Bradford.
Before you say that, you picked the Bears to be second place in the division. Now go ahead.
Right.
Go ahead.
No, we did, and they still will be. But one thing, Leonard Floyd, our defensive pass rusher, he is fragile as hell. Like, he went up in the air, and he landed on, like, his hands, and then he got broken fingers. I'm like, man, like, every year you hurting something. Like, why do we draft the brittle players?
He can still play with broken fingers as a DN.
Yeah, he will. Yeah, he will. But, he'll be ready for game one. We're definitely blowing out Green Bay week 1.
That's a lot. That's a bold
Just because lie. And we're going to show y'all why we second in division, Green Bay third.
That's a bold-faced lie.
Just stay tuned.
That's a bold-faced lie.
Stay tuned.
All right, so now listen.
That's all I got to say.
Listen, I gotta explain this to the people. I got to explain this to you, too.
Okay.
Not Just Sports by Noel Epps is having a contest.
Okay.
You can also enter the contest. Okay?
Okay.
The contest means what you have to do is you have to follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter, subscribe to my YouTube page, and like and share the Facebook show. Like and share the Facebook show. With that, you have to pick the top 8. I already have your teams. So all you got to do is just confirm it. Top 8, the top teams from each division. You got to pick the top teams from each division. If you get all 8 teams right, you win $100. $50 is being donated from Dwayne and Lisa from the Riverhead Stop the Violence basketball tournament.
Okay.
$50 is being donated from it, so you can win $100 plus a hat and a T-shirt. You got to have your picture by week 3.
Okay, so just to make sure I get this clear, you win $50.
You win $100.
And you donate $50. So and plus you donate
no.
additional.
It was originally $50 a hat and a T-shirt, but Dwayne and Lisa from Riverhead Stop the Violence basketball tournament donated another $50 to the prize. So now the prize is $100.
Okay, got you.
And a T-shirt.
Got you.
All you have to do is
and that's towards the end of the
like and follow.
And that's towards the end of the that's for the end of the year, right?
End of the season. If you get all 8 picks right, you win $100, a hat, and a T-shirt.
How about this? How about I withdraw myself from the competition and I match that $100?
What?
And make it $200.
What? Hey, Marie. Wow.
Let's do that.
Y'all hear that?
Let's do that.
Marie.
You heard it here. We're matching it.
Wow, so that was $200.
$200, guaranteed.
Gary, thank you, my guy.
I will.
Thank you,
I'm matching it.
You're going to match it. Wow, that's big news, people. So now Gary's going to match it.
Yeah.
So that
I would love to.
$200, a T-shirt, and a hat for the person who gets all 8 teams right as division winners at the end of the season.
Yes.
Wow.
Guaranteed.
Thank you so much, man.
Man, I enjoyed the show, man. We got a lot of good banner going on. I hope it continues to grow.
Oh, no. I'm keeping you on now because now we got to go through the whole season with fantasy now.
Oh, yeah, we read it. Listen, we got to go and we got to figure out a way how to get, we're going to figure out something behind the scenes so we can have, we need some type of a chart so they can see how bad I'm dominating you in weekly picks, how bad I'm dominating you in fantasy numbers. I just want you to see that I am a destroyer when it comes to these
As
picks.
long as you're a Bears fan, you can never win, bro. As long as you're a Bears fan, you can because you're always going to pick the Bears.
Well, no, I did start it that way, and I learned that I can't love my team that much. But what I will do is pick them. I always, when you know how you do the pick them like the pool.
Yeah.
That's one loss every week. That's like if we win that week, it's a plus, but if we lose, that's a loss on the sheet. So
Christian Frizon is getting ready to set up his Twitter account to follow me on Twitter. Okay, he's getting ready to set up his Twitter account to follow me on Twitter. And Gary just donated another $100. So now the prize is $200. Again, thank you, bro.
Yes.
I'm going to send you my address.
No, thank you. I will.
I'm going to send you my address behind the scenes.
Okay.
All right,
I'll make sure you get it.
So Wednesday, you're back on, right?
Yes, definitely.
Wednesday, 7 o'clock, AFC Super Bowl. That's what we're doing Wednesday, AFC Super Bowl.
That's right.
Be there.
Blake Bortles, and I'm out.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
All right.
Wait. You said, did you hear what's going on in New York?
What they talking? Oh, you talking about Sam Darnold?
Yeah.
Oh, I read that guy's the truth. I mean, Cleveland's kicking themselves.
But
They
not only
gotta
that,
be.
they might put Bridgewater on the market. Now, where did I tell you Bridgewater might go?
He ain't going to. He ain't going to
Okay,
Jacksonville.
okay,
You think they going there?
okay. Just so you
Is you
know.
assuming or you think? All right, I guarantee you be in Denver before.
Okay, just so you know. Case Keenum
All
is
right,
better. Case Keenum is better than Blake Bortles.
not a chance. Not a
Oh my
chance.
goodness.
Not a chance. Blake Bortles is the real deal. He showed himself against Pittsburgh.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right.
I see you
I
Wednesday.
see you Wednesday.
All right. Have a great one,
Peace.
sir.
Thank you
All
again.
right, fellas.
Thank you again. I'm gonna send you
Thank
my
you.
address
I will. All right. Thank you.
later.
Come
Yo, that's Gary Callis. Gary Callis just matched the $100. So now the prize is $200. $200, a hat and a t-shirt. $200 a hat and a t-shirt. All you guys have to do is follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, subscribe to my YouTube page, like and share on Facebook, and then give me your instant message me your 8 division winners. Your 8 division winners. If you get all that in, you are in the pool to win $200, a hat, and a t-shirt. Don't forget www.bustamove.com. Slug, I thank you, bro. I appreciate you, Slug. And please, don't forget Intercontinental Capital Group Incorporated. Intercontinental Capital Group Incorporated at www.ssaunders at icghome.com. Her office number is 516-723-6462. Her cell phone number is 516-984-4324. The fax number is 516-706-4938. And the email address is ssaunders at icghome.com. Abdul said he tagged me to this foolishness. I will check Abdul's post in a minute. You guys have a great evening. Okay? Don't forget the Not Just Sports by Noel Epps contest. Not Just Sports by Noel Epps contest. Pick your 8 division winners. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. Subscribe to my YouTube page. Like and share my Facebook page. Get your 8 division winners. And you can win $200, a hat, and a t-shirt. See ya. Peace. Again, thank you to Dwayne for the Riverhead Stop the Violence basketball tournament. He donated $50, and Gary Callis matched the $100 and withdrew himself from the contest. Again, thank you. Thank you, Gary. Thank you, Dwayne. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Peace.